Cleetus McFarland didn't just buy a race car. He bought a development program, a touring series, a business model, and the one thing his entire NASCAR future actually depends on: repetitions. That single purchase answers 3 questions that every NASCAR fan, every short-track regular, and every person who has watched Garrett Mitchell grind his way toward the Daytona 500 needs to understand. Why does this purchase matter more than any sponsor deal he has ever signed? Is Dale Earnhardt Jr. right about the path forward? And what does all of this tell us about where Garrett Mitchell's career is actually going? If this kind of deep dive NASCAR content is what you want more of, hit that like button right now and subscribe. Every single supporter helps this channel grow. Garrett Mitchell, known to 4.6 million YouTube subscribers as Cleetus McFarland, owns the Freedom Factory in Bradenton, Florida, promotes roughly 6 Crown Victoria events every year, and competes in the NASCAR O'Reilly Auto Parts Series for Richard Childress Racing. Everything he has built so far, the audience, the sponsorship, the RCR deal, has been laying the groundwork for this moment. The car itself is the No. 33 Pro Late model, built on a straight rail chassis from Port City Race Cars and prepared through Rette Jones Racing. That second detail carries more weight than most people realize. Rette Jones Racing is the same organization that fielded the No. 30 entry Mitchell drove in the ARCA Menard series, including the run that produced the best result of his stock car career. This is not a case of a driver buying unfamiliar equipment and figuring it out alone in a rented shop. He is entering a discipline with a team beside him that already understands the setup work, the tire behavior, and the race procedures involved. The first real evaluation came at Tri-County Speedway. One minor spin occurred during the session, close to expected for any driver in an unfamiliar chassis. What mattered more was Mitchell's reaction. "This thing is way better than all of the other cars I've been driving," he said. "It's got so much grip, and it doesn't have so much horsepower that you instantly get in trouble all the time. The one time it slid, it actually drove okay. It wasn't terrifying because I wasn't going 180. My neck is literally burning. This thing is sick. The brakes are crazy good." That description contains the entire argument for why this purchase exists. Less horsepower means mistakes are recoverable. More grip means the driver works the car rather than simply hanging on. There are 2 versions of Garrett Mitchell, and the dividing line is track type. On superspeedways, he has performed. He recorded top 10 finishes at Talladega Superspeedway and Charlotte Motor Speedway in the ARCA Menard Series in 2025, with a best result of 9th at Charlotte. In spring 2026 at Talladega, he finished 2nd in the Rette Jones Racing entry and captured an ARCA pole at Michigan International Speedway. Superspeedway racing rewards throttle discipline, patience in the pack, and drafting judgment skills he already possesses. Everywhere else, the results changed sharply. His NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series debut at Daytona in February 2026 ended with an early crash and a 37th place finish. His Nopes debut at Rockingham Speedway in April was a difficult afternoon. At Nashville Superspeedway in late May, qualifying was rained out. He started last and finished 32nd, multiple laps down. The root cause is straightforward: only 7 ARCA starts across 2 seasons. As Mitchell himself stated, racing around a lot of cars, close quarters, that's the type of stuff where you just can't get good at it unless you do it a lot. Dale Earnhardt Jr., Hall of Famer and part owner of the car's tour, addressed this in 3 escalating stages. After the Daytona truck race, he was supportive and encouraging. At the car's tour event at Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway, he was direct. "Cleetus could come race with us. I would help him. He should absolutely seek out opportunities to race pro cars, late models, late model stocks. He should absolutely be going to local short tracks and getting in anything he can and just getting laps. He doesn't have to be winning, he just needs to go race and run and learn." After Nashville Superspeedway, he was bluntest of all. "My whole feeling about his deal is if he can get himself 2 full seasons or a couple of years in ARCA running all the ARCA races, all of them, short tracks everywhere, I think he would be way better off to try to tackle this O'Reilly stuff." Then came the line that ties directly to this purchase. He's got a pro late model that he built. Go run that. I mean, he's got a racetrack. I would be at that racetrack running laps like right now. On a Tuesday, he could be just running sets of tires at his track in his pro. Critically, Mitchell was already moving in this direction before that advice landed. In May 2026, at the Indy 800 at Lucas Oil Indianapolis Raceway Park, he told Front Stretch, "I'm building a pro late model. It will be done in hopefully a few weeks, and then I got to get my feet wet in that world a little bit." He also framed the cost argument clearly. "I'll get a lot of experience for a lot cheaper than what I have been doing just going and racing ARCA all the time." The advice and the plan converged. This is not obedience, it is alignment. Now comes the part of this story that receives the least attention. Mitchell is not simply buying seat time. He has launched Cleetus McFarland's Late Model Series, structured to travel alongside his existing Crown Victoria events. His reasoning: we do about 6 events a year with the Crown Vics, so I want to start my own little pro late model series on top of that. Tag them with what we're already doing. Then, wherever we go, the locals can join us. The debut event is set for August 15 at Berlin Raceway in Marne, Michigan, paying $20,000 to win a figure significant enough to guarantee a serious entry list. He also sold his jet boat to fund the program. For a channel built on large, expensive machines, liquidating one of those machines signals a genuine reordering of priorities. The RCR deal remains fully intact. The No. 33 Tommy's Express Chevrolet, backed by a chain operating 270-plus locations across the US, Canada, and France, is a 2-year part-time developmental arrangement. Mitchell has been clear: "I'm not saying I'm just going to make it to the 500 and then just be done. I want to see where this opportunity at RCR goes and stay part of that for a long time." The late model program feeds directly into that goal. NASCAR officials require demonstrated competency through ARCA and truck track approvals before clearing him for larger NOPES venues. Meanwhile, 80-year-old Richard Childress returned to racing for the Stafford Speedway Crown Vic event. With Mitchell explaining, "The guys at RCR have been beating me up, saying, 'You've got to get Richard in a race.' So I hit him up. I said, 'Hey, if you want to race Stafford, we'll do it.' And he just texted me and said, 'I'm in.'" Jesse Love, the 2025 NASCAR Xfinity Series champion, also competed. Zach Walker won the chaotic New England 900. The RCR relationship deepened publicly. The ceiling for Garrett Mitchell was never sponsorship, audience size, or equipment access. Tommy's Express solved funding. 4.6 million subscribers solved attention. Richard Childress Racing solved equipment. The ceiling was always repetitions, and repetitions are the one thing a sponsor logo cannot deliver. This is the first purchase he has made that buys laps, traffic, braking zones, tire management under pressure, and corner entries with real consequences. It also honors the foundation laid by Greg Biffle, whose influence pushed Mitchell toward diligence before Biffle's death in an aviation incident in December. Berlin Raceway on August 15 is not the final exam. He arrives with roughly 1 month of ownership and 1 test day behind him. The short track regulars who show up for $20,000 will not make it easy. A poor result does not prove the plan is wrong. A strong result does not prove he has arrived. The meaningful measurement is how many late model races he actually contests over the next 12 months. Volume is the variable that matters. His next National Series appearance is the NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series at Talladega Superspeedway on October 23, his strongest venue and a genuine opportunity to build momentum. The debate worth having is genuine. Dale Earnhardt Jr. prescribes 2 complete seasons running every ARCA race on every track. The late model route argues for more events per year at lower cost with a content ecosystem built around every start. Which path produces a NASCAR-ready driver faster is an open question, and Berlin Raceway on August 15 is the first real data point in that long experiment. If you want to follow every step of this story as it unfolds, this channel is brand new and working hard to reach 1,000 subscribers. Every like and every subscription genuinely makes a difference, and it takes just 1 second. Drop your prediction in the comments right now. Does Cleetus McFarland crack the top 10 in his own race at Berlin Raceway? And do you believe the late model route gets him to NASCAR readiness faster than 2 full seasons in ARCA?